Hello, girls. This paragraph is talking about hieroglyphic writing. Firstly, the Egyptians developed writing about 6,000 years ago. So here, the question is, when did the Egyptians develop their writing? So about 6,000 years ago. Scribes were among the few people who could read and write. They decorated their temples with hieroglyphics, which Egyptians called the words of God. The Egyptians developed hieroglyphic writing at the same time as Sumerian writing was developed on soft clay. So, however, the Egyptians didn't write on clay, they wrote on papyrus, wood, and rock walls. Here we have two major questions. The first question, how did Egyptians decorate their temples? By what? By hieroglyphics. And also, we can ask here, what are the tools that Egyptians use to write on? So we have papyrus, wood, and rock walls. The second paragraph here, the Egyptians were the first to use writing in everyday life. That is how they found that hieroglyphics were great for decorating temple walls, but not very useful in daily business. For these more common activities, people used a simpler script called hieroglyphic. So here we have a question, which field that Egyptian use to use hieroglyphic writing? So they use it only in decorated temples because it was not useful. It was not useful in daily business. Third paragraph here, hieroglyphic writing used symbols or pictures to represent objects. People wrote hieroglyphics in rows or columns. In the case of rows, you can read them from left to right or from right to left. You must look at the human or animal figures to work out which direction to read. They always face toward the beginning of the line. In the case of a column, you must read from top to bottom. Hieroglyphic symbols are divided into alphabetical signs that represent a single sound and signs that represent a combination of 2 or 3 consonants. There were also word signs. These are pictures of objects. There were at least 700 symbols, and each symbol had up to 3 meanings. Also, a symbol could represent just one sound, or it could represent the picture it showed. Our writing system today is much simpler. So here we can describe the hieroglyphic symbols. So Egyptians divided hieroglyphic symbol into alphabetical signs that represent a single sound and signs that represent a combination of 2 or 3 consonants.